kids.
Hello.
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 I tell you what, if you haven't, you talk about Miss Doubtfire, and it's funny, right? Selena had one of those mask,
Yeah.
cream things that y'all do, right? She had that on. She had her hair all up and stuff, and her Tommy, and he's my number one fan, and I'm his.
Oh.
And he loves Miss Doubtfire, right? And she walked up behind him, and he didn't know it. And she leaned over in front of me. Hello! He lost it. It was so funny. And she's got it on her channel. That is hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Tommy's cool, man. Tommy's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. He walks around in his Texas front porch shirt quite a bit.
Well, that is good. I'm glad to hear that. So Tex, of course, is my co-host tonight. Joe is taking care of some
business.
He is taking care of some health issues that need attention.
Yep.
So I'm moving the show. As you can tell, this is our new day, same time slot, right? 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern. I think that's 8 Pacific.
Sounds good.
Just a new day. Because bless Breezy. If y'all got prayers, throw some prayers out to him. He's got some stuff he's going through. So Tex has a work schedule that does not allow him to do Thursday nights. So kicked Randy and Donnie out of their time slot.
Right.
They graciously gave it up for me. And this is where we're going to be camping now for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. I don't know about graciously.
Randy was, for a grumpy old curmudgeonly man, the image he tries to put off, he is very sweet.
He is. I love that boy to death. I've known him since he was in elementary school.
And
that's how long we've known each other.
That's cool. He and I love to just give each other shit.
Absolutely.
Shit. It's fun. He's like a big brother. I don't even know that he's that much older than me, to be honest.
I think he's just a couple of years older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that.
For the longest time, I thought he was my age. But I think he's a year or two older than me.
Yeah. But yeah, I've known him since he was in elementary school.
That's awesome.
Little annoying ass kid. He's always been a little annoying ass kid running around. He hasn't changed a damn. You know what? That boy has been grumpy since the day I've known.
He was a grumpy child.
He is just grumpy, bah humbug. But I'll tell you what, a better friend you will not find. Not find. That man will give you the shirt off of his back. And it may not fit, but he'll give it to you.
It might not smell great. You might not want it, but he'll give it to you. That
too. But yeah, Randy knew me back in the day. Randy knew Tex when Tex wasn't nice. Supposedly, I thought I was always nice, but evidently I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, let me put it this way: not nice. I think I've always been a nice guy, but I had a short fuse.
That's a lot of people.
I had a short fuse.
That's a lot of young men specifically. I will say the testosterone makes it difficult, I think, especially for young men, to keep their shit in check.
Yeah. I would throw down at the drop of a hat, man, and I enjoyed it. I didn't care if I was getting hit or going hit, and I didn't care. I loved to fight. Loved it.
I love to fight. I'm a nice person. When I drink, I'm fun. You see me drunk.
Oh, absolutely. You're a blast.
I'm nice. I want to have a good, but I am down to beat somebody's ass.
Yeah. I
get real froggy.
Yeah. My problem is it hurts too damn much.
Well, it always hurt,
It didn't used to.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm a girl. It getting punched hurts, but I was down to, as you know, I carried baseball bats around with me. I went
Yeah,
looking for trouble
you
when it.
still carry baseball bats around with you.
I
What do you got?
do. It's more of a shillelagh than a baseball bat, but yeah, I carry a nice solid wooden knocking stick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I do. The cops don't ask why there's a baseball bat in your. Why you got a
Normally,
baseball
no.
bat in the back seat?
If you want to play it real safe, throw a ball in the glove back there, and you're good. You know.
Oh, so guess what? It is almost time for our conference.
I know. I can't believe it is like what I don't even know what today. It's like 10 days away, 14 days away.
Like 11, 10, 11. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It is
insane.
crazy. And we had a meeting tonight to talk about everything.
Yep.
I got to see the roster. So thank you for everybody who has purchased tickets. I look very, very much looking forward to meeting everybody in person.
Yes.
We're all going to have our little tables. There's some great vendors that have hit us up. We've got paid vendor tables. All of our speakers and our special guests have tables that are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
All of us on the Misfit Toys, we all have tables too. So we're going to be selling merch or just.
From what if I remember right, there's over 30 to 40 vendor tables.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Like it's more of a bazaar, I think, than it is a conference at this point. But
oh, absolutely. I mean, this thing has just went,
yeah.
which is a good thing. I don't know how we'll ever top it, to be honest with you.
Oh, we can top it. We can top it.
But,
I mean, I think once everybody gets a conference under their belt and they see what needs to be done, it's not easy. We've actually had it easy because most of our speakers are friends of ours. Like we know them.
Yeah. I mean, we pulled in some favors. There's
yeah,
no doubt
and so we're not having to pay speaker fees. We're not really having to pay a lot in travel expenses, which is a blessing for us because let me tell you, conferences that have been put on before required everybody, or the planners at least, to break out the credit cards if you didn't have the funds available from the previous year. So
absolutely. Well, and I've been involved with, Anita doing hers. I know what this shit's all about. And I'm like, I'll be honest with you. When we first started making noise about putting on a conference, and after we got so deep into that one, I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
I was happy to sit back and not do anything, but
I'll be the talking head,
Yeah, but we couldn't do that because there are a lot of people. I mean, like Brandy and Krista have maybe not conferences, but they've put events on before, so they had a good idea of what to expect. But not everybody in our group did. But all of us pulled together. We're all getting it done. And like I said, we're all super excited to meet everybody who is going to be there with us. So, yay, 11 more days. Then we all get in Richmond.
I can't wait to see Mickey. I'm going to carry her around like a little toy.
Oh, I just want a hug. I just want a hug.
I'm going to carry her around and make her give everybody hugs.
There you go. I wish JoJo was showing up. Bristol, I can't remember if you were coming, but Keith is coming.
Yes.
I think Keith
is. He texted me today. He says, "Have you ever had smoked whiskey?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Have you ever had your whiskey smoked?" And I'm like, "No."
It's good.
He says, so he's bringing his whiskey smoker.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm down.
That sounds awesome.
I am down.
JoJo says, I'll be there in spirit. Yes, you will. You should get like a little JoJo cutout.
Yeah.
Like on a handle, like on a paddle. Just
JoJo
can pop up in the pictures with
Yeah, I want a full-sized, life-sized.
Like a cutout.
I almost said blow up.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I want to blow up JoJo.
No.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
I'll take a pic with a cutout with JoJo. There we go.
You know what I might do?
What might you do?
I might piss a lot of people off, but I think it'd be funny. Because we were going to do this at Brown Springs at one of our outings, is buy some hula hoops and paint them red.
Spotted in the wild.
Yeah.
That's actually smart. Dude, now I want to do that. I think we should do that.
No.
Well, you're the one who's driving up. I got to fly. So
yeah, I'll make a stop by Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina. Yeah, we were going to do that. We were going to do that at one of our outings we had. We were going to hang them in the trees.
That would be good. That's a great photo op, actually.
Yeah.
It is a great photo op. And if I was smart, you know what I might do? I might buy some of the full-size cutouts of Bigfoot and aliens and put them around so people can do photo ops with them. I think I'm going to buy that. But you're going to have to drive it, so your poor truck's going to be so loaded down.
I know, right? Because I'm fixing to start on my new studio. My new studio is going to be, I've got a storage shed in the back. It's a 10 by 12 or 14. And part of it's going to be my studio. And so I went, and my brother-in-law just had new carpet put in his house. And he had all this new carpet left over that they didn't use.
Oh.
So I went and picked up this carpet for not only the floor, but I'm going to put as sound deadener on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's smart.
But yeah, so I'm going to have my own little studio out there, so nobody has to listen to me, because I was told the other day, you're loud. I'm like, no shit.
I think we're all loud. I don't think there's a quiet one amongst us.
Right.
Like when we get going, we're loud. Like I took cheer my entire childhood. I hated it because I was so painfully shy. I was forced into cheerleading. So I project my voice, and I don't mean to. If you need me to clear a room, I can clear a room. Yeah. Like I can get everybody's attention. And when I get worked up, my voice starts amping up, and I don't realize it. Not that I'm mad, even if I'm just excited. Like I'll start projecting my voice and not realize it.
I love when you get a little twisted off. It's so funny because when somebody makes a comment, like a snide comment, your go-to phrase is "Come at me, bro."
It's true.
We were out at Dogman Ranch, and I got smart mouthed, and I said something, and she's like, "Come at me, bro," across the campfire. I'm like, oh shit.
It's true though. I do that. I'm like,
It's
you're feeling froggy, jump.
Yeah. Come on, Kermit.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, I'll square up on people too.
Like, oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that shit.
I don't know if you've ever seen me do it, but I'll joke around, but the minute somebody says something stupid, like I will turn around and dead on square up.
Well, you know what? It's probably a good thing that we did not know each other in our younger days, because we would have been hell on wheels.
Yeah, we would have.
I guarantee you that shit. There wouldn't have been enough bail money in the world.
See, I'm not typically the outright aggressor. Like, I'm more like, I'll hit you when you ain't looking. I'll tap you back. I'll
kneecap your ass.
I will. Like, I'll show up 3 days later, knocking on your mom's door, holding a baseball bat.
JoJo says hers is, you want to have a go?
Want to have a go? Yeah.
You know what?
Throw.
I don't know where I got it, but if somebody kept, because I was always, I tried not to throw down when but I enjoyed it. And I had a short fuse, but then honestly, after I started bouncing, and I'm like, I do this shit for a living. I don't want to fight. I'm not getting paid to do it. There's no money in it, right? And somebody, if they just kept on and on and on and on, I just, write them off. I can't tell you how many. I don't know where I picked it up, but I got to where I would just look at people. Why are you begging me to kick your ass?
Why?
Why are you doing this?
Like it's a hobby.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I couldn't fight. I'm too old now. I couldn't fight.
Oh, it would. Oh God, it would cripple my ass. But I mean, I could if I had to, but I don't want to anymore.
I mean, if it were like a very threatening situation, I had to fight. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would. This age, I can't be out there picking fights like I'm 20 again. I can't do that. I didn't even pick fights when I was 20.
I probably do not have the granite jaw that I once had.
My jaw'd be wired shut for sure.
Yeah, they know shit. Talk about wired shut jaws is funny. This back in it was in the 90s, and I worked with this guy, right? And he was gone for a little bit, and then he came back to work. His jaw was wired shut, and he was like, yeah, these guys jumped me and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Well, then the real story came out. Him and his wife got into it. And he was like following her through the house, and she walked into the kitchen. And when he walked around the corner, she popped him in the jaw with an iron skillet.
Oh, damn.
And shattered his jaw in like 3 or 4 different places.
Well, I guess.
And laid his ass out.
You just say nobody's jaw's going to win against a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
I mean, they show it in the movie, like people getting hit upside the head with this. You ain't walking away.
No, that shit don't give.
No. You're either going down or your bell's ringing for a
I'll tell a little story about my my wife's family. This was funny. My mother-in-law's sister, I do believe, or maybe it was my father-in-law's sister. I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, no, it was my father-in-law. It was my father-in-law's brother. That's what it was. Him and his wife got into a tiff, right? And she, it was like 3:00 in the morning, whatever. It's late. She comes knocking on the door at the house. Now this is back in, I'm talking 60s, 50s or 60s. Okay, folks. So she comes knocking on their door, and they're like, "What is going on? What's wrong?" And I think I killed Jim.
Oh my God.
They're like, "What happened?" Well, he came home drunk and was being an ass, and she clocked him over the head with an iron skillet and knocked his ass out. So she got scared. She come over to my in-laws' house, right?
Oh.
So my father-in-law goes, "All right, let me go check." So he gets in the truck and he drives over there, right? There's his brother sitting in the living room drinking a beer like nothing ever happened.
Good night.
He just walked in there. He walked in there. He looked at his brother. He says, "Okay," turned around, walked back out, told his wife, "Get your ass home. He's okay."
He ain't dead.
Oh Lord.
I have a story about somebody getting hit over the head with an item, and I thought they were dead. And I was thinking, like I legit thought they were dead. It wasn't me. I didn't. But I remember thinking, because there was like blood on my shoes. It happened in the house, and there was blood on my shoes, and I just remember thinking, oh fuck, oh crepes. And then I remember looking at the person who did it, and I was thinking to myself, I'm going to the DA in the morning. Like I'm rolling, I'm going to jail for your ass. Because I mean, then the guy started like coming to, and I was like, he's fine.
I remember we were in junior high, and we were playing dodgeball, or we call it slaughter ball. I mean, we didn't candy coat shit, right? And we played. The school I went to, we had a rock gym, okay, and this was before they put pads up behind the basketball goals. So I remember there was one guy, and I remember his name, but I'm not going to say it, but I remember him, and he was running across the court, and there was like 10 people left on the other team, and they all threw their balls at one time, and they took his feet out for him, and he smacked his head on the rock ball and cracked and started flopping around like a fish out of water, bleeding all over the place. And we're all, of course, you all surround him. That's the first thing you do, you surround him, and the coaches are there and everything. And we're all standing there. The coaches are tending to him and everything. And well, I can't remember who it was. Somebody goes, "Is he going to die?"
Well, that's what you think when you're a little kid, right?
Yeah. The coach is like, "Get the hell out of here."
No, he's not dying. Go back to class.
But yeah, he flopping around like a fish out of water, man. Busted his head wide ass open.
Oh, bet his parents were stoked.
Right? But back then, something happened, you came and got your kid, you took it to the yard. There wasn't no freaking lawsuits or nothing like that. You just took care of shit.
Yeah, and my kid, okay, so another difference is these days, parents blame the teachers for everything.
Right.
Right. It was always my fault until I could prove otherwise.
Absolutely.
Prove otherwise. And I pull that with my kids too. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Why is it like that? What happened? Is it because of something you did? But I mean, I have had to jump on teachers before.
Oh, yeah.
But I always, grill my kids. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Why'd they do that? What made them do that? Keith's here. Yay. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Speaking of Keith, smoked whiskey. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. This whole thing of not holding your kids accountable for anything floors me.
Yeah, I know.
My kid does nothing wrong. Bullshit, he's a kid. Those
are the little jerks. It breeds children that have no accountability as adults.
Absolutely. Yeah. I heard somebody, this has been a while back, but somebody was griping about this generation that was coming up, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we raised them. What are you griping about? We raised them. Well, yeah, you ain't got no room.
And I can't figure out, like, my kids, I raised my kids old school, school, but I can't figure out why my girls, my oldest children, didn't get their driver's license till they were like 20. Dude, why? When I was 16, I couldn't wait to get the hell out of the house. Like, it was freedom. And I was trying to explain to my oldest daughter when she was 18 and still didn't have a driver's license and still wanted me to drive her everywhere. I made her walk. To like try to force her. I mean, I was a B-word mom trying to get her to like understand, like, get a freaking driver's license, sister. Like, I'll let you borrow the car. Get a driver's license. Yeah, I don't understand. Like,
I don't either.
what's happening to like make kids, but my kids weren't the only ones. Like, so some
No,
of the other ladies at work, they're like, "Oh yeah, my kids are the same way." They like it took everything to get them to get driver's license.
My kids didn't get their driver's license till they were 18 because they didn't want it.
Yeah,
It wasn't a big deal. And I'm like, because I was driving back and forth. Of course, I lived out in BFE. I was driving to the store and shit in the buddies' houses when I was 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I can't wait to do this legal, And you know what? The first time I ever took the car out legal, I got pulled over.
Really? The first time?
Got
Like out of the gate.
Yeah. We went to, me and a buddy of mine went to the Parker County street dance, which was right before the rodeo. And it's a big deal. And we were leaving and we hadn't had nothing to drink. Honest to God, we didn't have nothing to drink. And we're driving home. Well, I was driving my mom's car, and it was a 1963 all original Impala, 4-door Impala.
Ooh.
So it had a steering wheel that was about 3 foot wide, right? And no power steering, no power brakes, no nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm loping right along. We leave, and I mean, we hadn't pulled out of the gate a minute and a half, and
you just
I get red and blues in my rearview mirror, and I'm like, oh shit, 16-year-old kid, I panic, right?
Right.
And so in the course of pulling over, I almost I ran up on the curb, almost hit a freaking light pole, So guess what? Oh, how much have you had to drink? I ain't had nothing to drink, officer, I swear, and all this kind of stuff.
I'm just freaked out, sir.
Because he pulled me over. Now get this. He's behind me. He pulls me over for failure to dim my headlights.
What? You were driving around with your brights on?
I was driving around with my brights on, didn't know it. Now, the dimmer switch, folks, was on the floor at that point, okay? But yeah. I mean, and he gave me this ticket, and get this. We went down to pay it, right? They couldn't even find that wasn't even a violation. They had to make up a charge for it, make up a fine for it because they couldn't find it.
That doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah. I'm like, he just pulled me over because he wanted to pull me over because we were coming out of the street dance.
I thought you were drinking, sure.
Yeah. Well, in my driving.
You're young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. They were profiling you. I remember driving down the street. I was just driving down the road at night, trying to get to a friend's house, I think. And as I'm going down the road, and it's a country road, there weren't any there were streetlights, but they were pretty spaced pretty far apart. And I'm driving down, and I know it's a cop coming towards me because I used to memorize the cop. You could tell by the shape of the headlights, the spacing, the grill.
Back in the day, if they had square headlights, it was a cop.
Yeah, and you could look for the silhouette. I mean, I knew it. So I knew it was a cop coming at me.
Right.
He got maybe right before our cars passed each other. He hit me with the spotlight straight in the face.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Blinded me. I don't know why. He's just being an ass.
Yeah, and they are out there.
Those were the cops in Santa Rosa, California. I don't know if they've gotten any better, but that was the cops in Santa Rosa, California in the 80s. Hitting teenagers in the face on a dark road at night while they're driving towards them.
Yeah. I had one of my best friends. His dad, I was like another son to his dad. I mean,
sure.
Really tight. And his dad was running for sheriff. Okay. And we were allowed to drive his truck when we went out. Well, at this point, he had sideboards on this truck, right? And if you don't know what sideboards on a truck are, they stand as high or higher than the cab, and that's what those 3 little holes on the bed of the truck are for. A 2x4 fits in there, okay, or used to. Um, so he had these sideboards on there with these, campaign posters on them, right? Campaign signs on them. And no kidding, we would get harassed endlessly, followed home. I mean, by blacked out vehicles. I mean, it was crazy.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's real scary.
Yeah.
What'd he say about it?
He was just, hey, be careful.
Keep your eyes open.
That's if that starts happening, come straight on. I mean, that's all we could do. You didn't have a cell phone. Hell, we didn't have beepers. We didn't have shit. And we lived out in the boonies. You get a blacked out vehicle behind you, 12 miles out of town. They know
you start looking sideways. Yeah, I had a blacked out vehicle behind me. I was like, did they finally find me? This car pulled off the highway because I got off on a random side road just to take the long way home. Pulled off behind me. There was no reason to be on these frontage roads. I was just driving the frontage road home because I think I pulled off just north of Howell, right? And Van Alstyne. I was just north of Van Alstyne, so I was trying to take the roads up there. This truck pulled off behind me, blacked out. It was a Cadillac Escalade. The Cadillac symbol was black. The windows were tinted so dark I couldn't see the driver. I couldn't see their hands on the steering wheel.
Wow.
I mean, it was blacked out. And then they followed me for like 3/4 of the way home, and then turned off down one of the streets. And they were following me. And I mean, you notice when a car like that's following you, if you're paying any kind of attention. Yeah. And I was thinking, oh, they finally figured me out. Like,
right. Right.
I was like, how's this going to end? How's this going to end? So that was interesting.
Yeah. I spent a few nights in the Crossbar Hotel. I mean, nothing major, just a couple of nights, at different times, but just for stupid shit.
I have never.
You've never had the pleasure.
I am so sweet, and I don't understand what happened. No. What?
Let me tell you this story. This is nuts. So me and a buddy of mine, we work for his dad, building fence, welding.
I got to knock on wood before I get arrested for something tomorrow.
Right. just doing whatever he needed done. Right. And so his dad had bought him, because he was working and everything, he was working it off. He had bought him a 1966 GMC step-side truck, candy apple red, beautiful truck, right? But it needed some engine work. So me and him were going through the engine, and everything. And both of our girlfriends lived way out of town. I mean, like an hour's drive, right?
Wow.
I don't know. Why we did that, I don't know. But anyway, we get the truck done, and so we're going to drive it, go out and go pick up our girlfriends and everything. And so we're driving into town. We don't even make it into our town before we run out of freaking gas.
Oh, dude.
Dumbass teenagers, right? So anyway, we run out of gas. We of course we pull the truck over. We walk the rest of the way into town and get a payphone, because you didn't have cell phones, and call his dad. And his dad says, "Okay, well, I'll be there in a little bit," right? So his dad comes in to town, picks us up, we grab some gas, we go back to the truck. Well, our dumbasses forgot to tighten up the starter bolts. So in the course of trying to start the truck with no gas, we chewed the starter up. So his dad says, "Look, y'all just take my truck tonight. We'll come get this in the morning," right? But we're going to have to go back to town, get gas in my truck, in his dad's truck, drive his dad home, and then go back out, We're like, okay, whatever,
Just got to
So
get to the girlfriend's house. Just come on, let's
absolutely,
go.
that is priority one, right?
Of course it
So,
is. You're a teenage boy.
yeah. And we are dressed to the nines. I'm talking pearl snap bib shirt, black hat,
Ooh, pearl snaps.
starched
You were trying to
jeans,
make an
polished
impression.
boots, the whole 9
I
yards, right?
remember the crisp
So,
starched jeans.
oh yeah, absolutely. You could cut yourself with them.
Yep,
You can stand it when you get through the first night you wear them. You can stand them up in the corner and wear them
you
the next
could.
day.
I remember my ropers being.
Yeah.
I loved ropers.
So anyway, so we
Not
go get
ropers.
gas.
Rocky
We go,
Mountain.
yeah, Rocky Mountains.
I don't know why I said roper.
I don't know. Those are boots. But anyway, we go get gas and we're coming back, and there's a cop pulled over at the truck, and his dad says, "Well, let's pull over. I'll tell him it's my truck, and we'll come get it in the morning, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So they don't red tag it, whatever, or tow it, if who knows. So we pull over. The cop walks up the driver's side window, and he goes, "Can I help you?" And his dad goes, "Yeah, I just want to let you know that's my truck, and it broke down. We're going to come get it in the morning." And the next thing I know, we're staring a duty weapon down the barrel.
What?
Yeah.
Did he not know who the dad was?
Get out of the truck. So we all have to get out of the truck at freaking gunpoint. He cuffs all 3 of us. Next thing I know, freaking county mounties are showing up, city cops are showing up, highway patrol, sheriff's deputies, the whole 9 yards. I bet there's 9 cops there if there's 1. And I'm like, what in the hell? I just turned 18. Just turned 18. I'm shitting myself. I'm scared to death. And so I'm like, what? I don't know what in the hell's going on. So we're all in separate cars, right? We're all in separate cop cars.
Right.
Well, come to find out, his dad had bought this truck from a friend that he went to high school with, right? Back in the day. Well, the guy said, "Hey, I don't have the title, but I'll get it to you." Well, come to find out, the guy had stolen the truck.
Oh,
and then sold it
stolen merchandise
to my buddy's dad. Of course, it popped. It popped as a stolen truck. So here we are going to jail for grand theft auto. That's right. Well,
oh my gosh,
being 2 dumbass kids and hormone-rich boys, we got the truck running. We weren't worried about cleaning out the back of the truck. We just had to go get the girls. So they get rummaging around in the back of this damn truck, and they find beakers with acetone in them.
Who?
So, which is what you use to, part of what you use to cook meth. Okay.
Of course.
So all 3 of us
got reported stolen if it was a meth transportation vehicle.
Right. So here we go. We're all 3 going to jail. Okay. Me, my buddy, and his dad. Now his dad's an old biker. This is nothing new to him. Me and my buddy, we're scared to death, right?
Sure.
So, oh yeah, you can laugh when I laugh my ass. JoJo says you can laugh when you look back on. Oh yeah, absolutely. So we're going into the jail, and they're trying their damnedest to tell them that I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just along for the ride, And of course, they're not having any of that.
They don't want to hear it. No, yeah.
Yeah, you'll work it all out. See the judge, work it all out, right? Well, this is Friday night. We're not going to see the judge till Monday, right? So they throw us in the drunk tank with about 30 other people. Okay, now
drunk tank.
Yeah, the drunk tank. So it's just a huge cell, and you got a bunch of people in there.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're walking us to the cell. They're pleading my case that I'm this innocent bystander. And we walk up to the jail cell, and from the back of the jail cell, this cat hollers my name. "Hey, what's up?"
Oh shit!
Like, oh God. So But anyway, we get put in our jail cell or the drunk tank. And his dad just backs up to a corner and just goes to sleep on the floor. He don't care, right? Me and my buddy, we're back to back. We're like, we not dropping the soap, all this
Sure.
stuff, and but so anyway, the next day they roll in a phone that we can use, and I'm supposed to go haul hay with that buddy of mine that I told you about, his dad that ran for sheriff, right?
Right.
I'm supposed to go haul hay with him. So I call my mom, I tell her what's going on. And was there anything I did? No, I can't do nothing till Monday. So, and you didn't do anything. No, ma'am, I did not do anything, So anyway, she goes, okay. But anyway,
sure.
Yeah. So, and then my next call was to my buddy. I was going to tell him, look, man, I'm not going to be able to haul hay today. Right. So, but he don't answer. His dad answers. Now he's county attorney investigator at this point. Okay. So, so he goes, well, how come you can't haul hay? He's like kind of miffed, right? And I said, well, I said, I'm in jail. He goes, what are you doing in jail? And I told him the whole story. He goes, and you didn't have nothing to do with it. I said, no, sir. And he goes, are you sure? I said, yes, sir. He goes, have you called your mother? I said, yeah, but she's kind of upset. But yeah, I called her. He goes, I'll give her a call. Tell her everything's going to be okay. He goes, just sit tight. They'll get everything worked out. And I said, okay. And so, no, that was the night before. I guess that was the night before, because the next morning. Yeah. So the next morning, the jailer comes in and calls my name. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on? He had come down and got me released into his custody. That's how tight we were. Yeah, that's how tight we were. I never went to court. I never got anything, nothing. But you know what? I was filing for my security license, my level 3 security license.
Right.
And that shit popped on my record. And the only thing that could be found, now I'll tell you how thorough these investigators were. They found this record of arrest for me. And the only thing existed of it was a 3x5 booking card back in the freaking archives.
Dang.
That they had to physically go dig out.
Well, they were thorough. They took their job seriously.
Oh, good God. And this is it's crazy. It was nuts. Hell, when I got my secret clearances for the Army, they didn't even dig that up.
Your security clearances for the Army didn't do that, huh?
No, they didn't dig that up, but these damn little security company did. I'm like, what in the hell? He must have been bored.
He takes his job seriously.
But yeah, that was quite an interesting little.
That's a good story.
That was my first night in jail.
I have been handcuffed. I have been in the back of a squad car, but I have never been actually.
You've been detained.
I have been detained.
Yes, you've been detained.
But I have not spent the night in jail. I thought I was going to once, because I was in Corpus Christi. I think I had just moved to Texas, so I was 19.
That's enough said right there.
Yeah. I was in Corpus. I was with these friends I had made. They were friends. My mother's friend's daughter, right? She was like 5 years older than me. So she's well over drinking age. I was 19. I've been drinking for a minute, right? That's what you do when you go out and you party. You have a drink. So anyway, we're down in Corpus. I'm with these girls, and all night I'm in the back seat, right? Smoking, and I'm pointing out the cops because, man, I had cop radar. Like, there's a cop in that alley. There's a cop over there. I was pointing them all out, and she was like, damn, Hawkeye. She's calling me Hawkeye. So Hawkeye at the end of one night. The first night we were there, they went to a bar. I couldn't get in because I was 19. Right. So they brought me a guy home. They're like, we brought you something. And I was like, that's very sweet, but I'm good.
But no, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks, but thanks for thinking of me. And a few nights later, as we're driving around, they're like, hey, let's go back to that bar because I bet those guys that we met the other night are there and they're getting ready to let out. It's almost 2:00, right? So last call, we're driving over there. We park. The parking lot is jam-packed. This is a popular country bar in Corpus. And stupid Monica with a beer in her hand walks across the parking lot, like from one aisle to the next. Hawkeye didn't see the cop rolling down the aisle. Hawkeye missed the cop 20 feet away. And I'm just cigarette in one hand, beer in the other, walking and just strolling my ass through the parking lot. So they obviously throw on their lights, and I'm like, shit, what do you do? I'm busted, clearly. I can't do anything about this. And cop comes out, gives me a sobriety test. And I'm like, I'm not driving. What are you giving me a freaking sobriety test for? And he's like, have you been drinking? And I was like, I don't know, maybe.
You're holding a beer. Have you been drinking? No.
A beer in my hand. No, sir. And so other cops show up. It must have been a slow night in Corpus Christi because I swear there were 3 squad cars and a plain-clothed, I thought it was a detective. I don't know who it was. Dude was wearing a brown suit. He wasn't wearing the officer's uniform. And by that time, the bar had let out. So I've got
you got an audience.
I got an audience. It's a circle of people watching me go round and around with the cop during a sobriety test where and I remember this part. He shines the light in my eye, shines it away, shines it in my eye, shines it away. And he's like, well, if you haven't been drinking, he goes, why are your eyes so big? And I said, because I've got big brown eyes. He didn't think that was funny. I thought that was funny. He didn't find humor in it. I don't know if they cuffed me. I don't really remember a lot. I remember a humongous crowd of people around, like a lot of people around us. And my friends freaking out. They were trying to find the guys that they had met. They were going around trying to get people to give them money to bail me out. Like, she was freaking out. One of the girls was freaking out. She's like, can I use my Amex card to get her out of jail? And I remember the cop pulling me to the side, and he was like, tell your friend to calm down. We're not going to take you to jail. We're going to give you a minor in possession ticket. Mm-hmm. He's like, why are you drinking here? And I was like, I'm on vacation. And he goes, well, drink back at home. I was like, I do drink at home. I was like, well, that's why I'm drinking here too. And he was like, well, stop it. Don't do it. He's like, just go back to your hotel or wherever the hell you're staying. So he had a condo. He's like, go back to your wherever. And I don't want to see you out here again. I was like, sure, whatever. So that was my supposedly near
brush with the law.
With going to jail. It was not my only brush with the law.
You know, we used to back in the day when you get pulled over, because I was always, and JoJo says the drinking age there is 18. Well, see,
it used to be here a long time ago.
18 way back in the day, and then it went to
21.
19, and then it went to 21. And
I don't ever remember it being 18. I heard stories of it, but
yeah, I was when I came of drinking age when it was 19. I turned 19 and it was drinking age, right?
Right.
Well, then when I was 20, they changed it to 21. I'm like, what the hell? I got to get grandfathered in, right? You think? Oh no. Oh hell no.
No.
No, you were old enough to drink for a year, and a half.
And then they
Not
just
now. You're not responsible enough to have a damn drink, but you're responsible enough to go vote. And you're responsible enough to sign your name on the dotted line and go die for your country.
Oh yeah.
But you can't have a drink.
You can sign a legal document and be held accountable for it.
Absolutely.
You can't have that beer.
We can throw your ass in jail for the rest of your life, but you can't have a freaking drink. I have a problem with the double standards in this country. I really do.
I have a problem with a lot of stuff in this country.
And I don't give a shit. You can either make it 18, make everything 18, or make everything 21. I don't give a shit which one you do. Just do one or the other. You know? But so anyway, yeah, and I'm bouncing when I'm 19 and it's drinking age. And it's 20 and I'm still bouncing. And they change it to 21. I'm like, I can't even go in a club. And I bounce. You know? But anyway, back when I was 17, 18 years old, I looked older. Yeah, you can legally be a parent.
You can legally get married too.
Yeah. But I don't remember where I was going with this. But anyway, when we would get pulled over, okay, I know where I was going. I never got carded at the liquor store. There was always one liquor store that we could go to that I never got carded, right?
Oh, there's always one.
Absolutely. And so I made beer runs, right?
Sure.
People would give me money and I would go buy beer, you know, and they wouldn't just pay for the beer. They gave me a little extra. So it was like, hey, I can make some cash, right? I would go to the beer store and load my car down. I mean, the trunk was full, cases stacked on bottles and everything else. I had probably 10 cases of beer in the trunk of my car, and I was headed back to town because we lived in a dry county. You had to drive across the county line to buy the beer. And I had driven back across, and I was headed back into town to give everybody their damn beer, and I get pulled over.
Oh.
And I got like 10 cases of beer in my car.
Whoops.
They didn't give me a ticket. They didn't arrest me. What they made me do was pour every one of them out on the side of the road. And then I had to go and explain to everybody what happened.
I bet that was fun.
Oh yeah. It's like, man, I got pulled over, man. You know, it's like, you don't want that
mark on the gas station that sold it to you.
It's legal to buy your booze, you know? But yeah, and that's what they did to us back in the day. They make you pour it out.
Yeah,
you know?
They might have poured mine out.
Or confiscate it and take it home.
Sure,
it depends if they liked it or not.
Evidence.
Yeah, yeah. We us underage drinkers, we kept the stadies and the county mounties and the some of the city cops supplied in beer and liquor. I guarantee you that, because they took a lot of that crap home.
Oh, I'm sure. I never got busted with that. I had it on me. Never got busted with it from the cops.
I remember when it was drinking age was 19, and I was still hanging. We would still hang out in town, and what we did, we cruising. That's what we did.
Oh, that's what we did.
And parking lots and that type of thing. And yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's an open. Yeah, JoJo says no one in a vehicle can legally have an open can or bottle of liquor. Yeah, it's the same way here. It's an open container law. But I can remember when I turned 19 and I was we were still hanging out down in town, and stuff. And so I could sit on the back of my truck and drink a beer, and the cops pull in and they couldn't do shit. As long as I wasn't giving it to somebody who was underage or I wasn't drunk, there wasn't nothing they could do. That was
couldn't consume it in public. There was no public consumption.
Oh, we could back in the day. Yeah. We'd sit in the parking lot, sit on the back of tailgate of a truck and drink beer all night.
I mean, they do it, but if the cops came, you like had to hide it or throw it in the bush real quick.
No, we didn't have that problem. I mean, now they probably do because, but let's see, Mickey says, I had a teacher in high school that owned the beer store and sold to us knowing full well we were underage as long as we didn't tell where we got it.
Yeah. I mean, sure, I'd do that. I mean, they're not working for the cops. You're not an undercover. These are my kids. Right? Yeah. That is the best.
I had a different kind of cool teacher in high school.
Okay. My favorite teacher in high school taught me civil rights. He was big on civil rights. He made damn sure we knew he hated the system. He hated the system, let me tell you. He was the king of STFU. Cops pull you over, STFU. Yeah. Cops ask you how your night's going, STFU. Yeah. Like, don't say anything. And
you're being accused lawyer.
Yeah. He goes, they cannot search your car unless they have probable cause. If your car smells like weed, that is probable cause. If they see a bullet on the floorboard, that is probable cause. He goes, if they see something that they could say was tools to aid in burglary, that's probable cause. Make sure you don't have shit visible in your car. You don't have a piece of lint in your car.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, now they can get the dogs out. If the dogs hit on something, that's probable cause. Then they can search your car. But he made damn sure we understood what probable cause meant.
I've got probable cause all over my truck. There's 45 caliber bullets sitting in my console, mixed with the change. Yeah. There's a lighter sitting in my driver's side door that looks like a Ruger. I mean.
Yeah, but this is Texas. I was in
search my truck. But
I was in Hippieville, California. Let me tell you, I was in old Hippieville, California. They hated the system, didn't trust the cops. I trusted the cops. I mean, I was always taught that cops are the good guys until I encountered a few, and then I was like, well. Most of them are.
Honestly,
most of them are.
Well, for the most part, they are.
Yeah, they are for the most part.
You do come across, some of them that are, they're power tripping, and that's why they have a job.
Oh yeah, they got into it to be able to. Those are the bullies.
Yeah, and they spoil it. They absolutely ruin the reputation of all the cops because all cops are not bad. I know and knew a lot of really cool cops.
I remember, now that we're bagging on cops, cruising was illegal in my town.
Really?
Like, you couldn't dance in the town at Footloose. You could not cruise in my town.
You know what town that movie's about?
What town?
Anson, Texas.
Really?
Yep. That's what inspired the movie because they used to have a sign at the city limits that said no dancing in Anson. No shit.
Okay. They would sit and count how many times your car went by, and if you went by more than once in a certain amount of time, they'd pull you over. So we'd figure out where the cops were, take the back roads around them, and go on the other side of the street. So anyway, apparently you couldn't stand on the sidewalk either. My boyfriend and his friends and I had gone to see a movie, right? And we had parked on the main cruising drive. I mean, people were cruising even though it was illegal. You just couldn't prove it, right? So busy night, kids running up and down, being like loud. We're standing there. We could come out of the movie. He had parked this way and we were standing over here, right? And the cop had come out and he told us no loitering, you need to move along. And we're like, but we're waiting for our friends. Our friends had gone back in the movie theater for something. Yeah. And I was like, but we've got to wait for our friends. And he's like, I don't care. You need to move along. You cannot be standing here. And he was like, there were two of them. They were beat cops. He was being such a jerk. And this is little 16-year-old Monica, right? I weighed like $110, right?
Right.
And my boyfriend's truck is the opposite direction of where this dude's trying to herd me. And so, yeah, my boyfriend had gone around like in the street to get to his truck, and I was going to go. I tried to walk the opposite direction to get to his truck. That cop grabbed my upper arm and jacked it up and started shoving me down the street.
Oh, hell no.
And I was like, my boyfriend's truck is down there. I cannot, like, he's like, I don't give a shit where your boyfriend's truck is. You got to get off this sidewalk. And I was like, I'm trying to. I remember that.
Yeah, some of them, man, I'm telling you, some of them, they get the job strictly for a power trip.
Yeah.
They really do. And I mean, and I'm trying not to go down a rabbit hole here, but it's the same thing with serial killers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can't buy it. Well, you can buy beer and wine in Texas. So Mickey put in Kansas, you could not buy alcohol on Sundays till 2005.
You can in Texas now.
You can buy beer and wine now, but you can't buy hard alcohol. You can't buy hard liquor.
But see, you couldn't even buy beer and wine because, see, back in the 70s, we had the blue law.
Yeah.
There were certain businesses that couldn't be open.
You couldn't sell jewelry on Sundays. I remember
and there were certain things that you couldn't sell, or you couldn't serve. So, yeah, the blue laws. And that was all the hardcore Baptists and they still got a little bit of pull. I mean, they kind of lost it on the marijuana stuff, though. I was surprised. Have you seen all the stuff in Texas that the THC stuff going through? That is crazy.
It's shocking, to be honest.
Because
here's the thing. Here's the culture shock I endured coming from California, which has, I don't even know what a blue law is. Right? There's nobody doing that. At least where I grew up. Maybe there are in other parts, but like where I grew up, you could buy freaking tequila at 2 p.m. on Sunday if you want. Nobody gives a shit. If you want it, that's your business.
Yeah.
And I come here and I had never heard of a dry county. Didn't know what the hell that was.
Right.
And there was no liquor in the grocery stores, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, where's the liquor aisle?
In the liquor store.
And they're like, well, there's wine over here. Yeah. If it wasn't a dry county. In dry counties, and I landed in a dry county, right? And I was like, where is it? Well, you got to go out of the county, to buy your alcohol. And it boggled my mind. I was like, why? That doesn't make any sense to me.
That is the Bible Belt for you. I mean, it's no shit, that's why it's still that way in Kansas.
And a friend of mine said, it's really Hippocratic because it's a real big hypocrisy, these laws, because these little blue-haired ladies that are voting this in their counties are the same ones shoving you to the side in the liquor store over the county line to get what they want.
Yeah. Or cussing at you at the bingo hall.
Yeah. So anyway, let's rewind from the rabbit hole, spiral back up.
You know how to make a 90-year-old woman say F-U-C-K? Bingo.
Hey, now I like playing bingo.
I love playing bingo. I do. I love playing bingo.
When I was in my early 20s, I would go to the bingo hall.
You said you didn't gamble.
In Livingston, Texas, with a friend of mine. She was the gambler. And we'd go to the old VFW hall with all the blue-haired ladies and the dirty old men, where they would hot box you in that VFW.
Oh, absolutely.
Like hot box. Like you come out smelling like an ashtray.
Yeah.
And
now these bingo halls have non-smoking areas.
How can you have a non-smoking area in a freaking pavilion?
You close it off.
Oh.
You have a room that is non-smoking.
No, they didn't have. It was one giant room when I went.
Oh yeah.
And that was so much fun. I mean, that's where I really realized that I like bingo as an adult. That was fun.
So you need to come down here and we'll all go to the bingo hall where it's 5 minutes from the house down here.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm sure there's one here. I mean, it's not
there's a bingo hall in every damn town in Texas. I guarantee you that.
Right.
I'll tell you what's crazy. The Baptist churches, they go do all their crap on Saturday night, and then Sunday morning they're all oh, we did, holier than thou.
Mhm.
Catholics, they have casino night at their fundraisers. Okay. And they're serving beer and wine. Sign me up, please.
Corpus
I'm just
Christi.
saying.
I mean, you're drinking it anyway. I think it's grape juice now, but used to drink wine.
T-bone.
T-bone.
Oh.
So guess what I'm going to do?
What's that?
I'm going to do a whole series. You and I talked about it.
Mm-hmm. A little
So
bit, yeah.
we are going to do a series about legends, spooky things, hauntings, creatures in all 50 states. So I think every week we're going to do a state. And I'm going to do them at random. We're not going in alphabetical order. It's just going to be whatever.
Thank you, Joe Two Pops.
Well, thanks, Joe. So
awesome.
If you guys have something that you think I should talk about from your state, or if it's some obscure lore that you know about, by all means, please email it to me at opw.monica@gmail.com because I want to hear about it and I want to research it and I'd like to include it in the series.
Yes.
So starting next Sunday, I think we're going to do, the first one we're going to do is Oregon. So all of my listeners from Oregon, if you've got anything to throw in there, by all means, kick it in there. And I'm doing Oregon because I just came back from there and it's on my mind. And then we'll just do random states from there on out. Sound like a plan?
I love it. I love it. Love it.
You love it.
Love it.
T-Bone's awesome. Thank you.
So, thank you, T-Bone. Such a sweet. I'm going to give everybody a listen real quick to this week's Name That Critter because we're going to reveal it tomorrow night. Right. And by the way, Brandy is not co-hosting with me tomorrow night.
Who is?
Mary Lynn.
All right.
Yeah. And she's going to, if I can talk her into it, she'll be doing readings for people in the chat.
Oh, that's awesome. She's great. She is great.
She is. And I was talking to somebody today about the whole being a medium and that type of thing. And folks, I don't think it's the work of the devil. I don't. Okay, this confuses me, and this is a pet peeve of mine because y'all can call me an SS trooper, you can call me the devil, you can call me. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, but I'm going to say what I think. Now, you've got all these holier than thou freaking people out there that are evidently it is their job to make the distinction on what's good and what's bad. And if somebody calls it being a medium or calls it being a psychic, it's freaking work of the devil. Thank you, Keith.
Thanks, Keith.
Anti-pizza fun.
Anti-pizza fun. And dang well they're going to make me eat pizza.
You know what? I'll make you a bowl that's not pizza. How's that?
I wouldn't trust it. It's all right. I'll eat pizza.
Hell.
He's going to make me a bowl with what? Magic?
It's not pizza. It won't be pizza. It will be in a bowl. So anyway, one of my pet peeves is these holier than thou people, right? That on one side of one side of their mouth, they're going, "Oh, you have to have discernment from God and knowledge and all this kind of stuff," and that's okay. Okay. But if you happen to call it being a psychic, being a medium, and you have the same damn thing going on, that's the work of the devil. You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry. I know a lot of psychics, and Danielle is one of them. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, and Monica can vouch for me. Monica is Monica. You're not. Danielle is the sweetest soul that you will ever run across.
You saying I'm not sweet? The hell was that?
Monica, really? Come on.
Come on now. You know I'm sweet.
All right. You're Swedish.
I'm sweet and sour.
There you go. Sweet and spicy. You're sweet and spicy.
There we go. Like the chocolate bars with the pepper in it, like the chili peppers in it.
Really?
You never had that?
I haven't had that.
Ooh, I'm going to get you one.
Oh. But I don't like the double standard, folks. I do not like it. If you can have discernment and knowledge from God, and I'm a God-fearing man, folks. Okay, I am. I know I'm going to heaven. Okay. But you can't, I think you're closer to going to hell than I am for being a damn hypocrite. Okay, I'm just saying. So anyway, my point is, and I think I remember what my point is, that these people that call it one thing, but it's okay for them as long as it's called this, right? Mary Lynn, and I trust, there's very few people that claim to have this gift that I think hold any water whatsoever. I'm just, I'm very, very, very harsh as far as judgment goes, as far as psychics and mediums go, because, I get gut feelings, folks. Everybody does.
Everybody does. Yeah.
But these certain people take it to a whole new level. Mary Lynn is one of those people. She's spooky freaking good. Just like Danielle. Danielle is spooky freaking good. Okay. This woman, I'm in Brown Springs Cemetery in the middle of in the middle of an investigation that she don't know I'm on. Okay, by the way. My phone is blowing up. Are you okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? I'm like, I'm okay. I'm fine. No, I feel something. What's going on? And I hadn't told nobody what was going on at this point. Nobody. And she got, come on, bro. What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. Nothing. I'm good. Right. She goes, look, it's got to do with two women. And I'm like, so at that point, my ex-wife and my oldest daughter were just button heads, causing all kinds of drama. Not necessarily my daughter, but my ex-wife. Button heads, causing all kinds of drama. And it was really weighing on me.
Sure.
And, she called it, folks. And I finally broke down. I said, look, I got this going on. Yep, that's it. But she had called all that stuff. And I mean, she called me, she texted me out of the blue. What's wrong with you? So, she's the same one, folks, or one of the same. Well, Jessica Jones is another one that told me I was abducted. And I don't want to be that guy. I do not want to be that guy. And I'm still in denial on that, to be honest with you, to be completely freaking honest. I'm in denial about it. But, yeah. But Danielle and Mary Lynn, and the third one is Brian Bowden.
Mm-hmm.
Those three right there are who I trust. And Jessica. I don't talk to Jessica very much anymore. But, yeah, Jessica's good too. But the ones that I talk to on a regular basis now, Danielle and Mary Lynn and Brian. Yeah, those are the three that I think hold water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's.
I can't wait to talk to Brian in person at the conference.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see him. I really can't. Him and Dr. Dean, man. I can't wait to see Dean.
I'm doing Dr. Dean's show I'm trying to remember when he scheduled it with me. He didn't give me a time yet, but I'm going to be on a show soon to discuss the conference since he's going to be there.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, I didn't know Pops was on Jessica's show. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like Jessica. She's always been good to me. She's always been real sweet to me. I know. Now, what y'all are gonna, what y'all will see is I have friends that aren't friends with each other.
Mm.
You know, but I don't care, and they know, right?
You can be civil. You know, if you don't like somebody, you don't have to be a jerk.
No. You know,
it's okay to not like somebody.
I have friends that they don't like each other, and that's okay, folks. You can do that. You know, I won't be drawn in the. I will not be drawn in the middle of any drama. Okay, but I will not let anybody take advantage or abuse any of my friends or anybody I care for either. So there's that. Figure that one out.
But you could, like I said, you can not like somebody and still be civil to them.
Yeah.
No reason to be a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you don't like out of the gate. There's no reason for that.
Absolutely.
Like I will smile at you. You will not know. I will. I don't usually talk shit about people. I mean, you would have had to have really done something to get me to talk crap. Even if I don't like you, I don't necessarily tell everybody I don't like you. You know.
So Phil Prado, and I don't recognize this name. I'm sorry, Phil. Super cool. I've been in Astoria.
Yeah, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
He asked me because I said we're going to do our show on Oregon. So if you have any stories, let me know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And he asked me where, because I was just there. He asked me where, and I said, well, I started in Roseburg, and then my husband and we went over to the coast and then up the coast and ended in Astoria.
That is a long drive.
That is a very long drive.
We went that trip to Utah that we took. I don't have to go back. I'm just saying, I saw enough rocks. I don't have to go back. Put me in the Pacific Northwest or up in the mountains of New Mexico or something, Colorado, something.
So we need to schedule a camping trip.
Yes.
With the porch people, right? The island
Misfits.
Of Misfits. And we can we had talked about like doing an invitation only because I don't want to throw it out to the world.
No.
There's some remote places there. I don't want to be stuck with somebody I don't know. So it's going to be invitation only, but we should plan that out for early summer.
In the Pacific Northwest, early summer.
Yeah. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Spring, because depending on where we go, the snow might be too deep. You don't know what kind of winter there's going to be.
Yeah, because down here it's hotter than shit. Get me out. I mean, I'm all for that. You know, get me up in the elevation where it's cool.
Well, now you would think like, okay, so where we camped when we were filming Monster Quest, right, in Gifford Pinchot, we would go there every year. I was on a mountaintop or a hilltop, right, that overlooked St. Helens. You could see Mount Adams here, St. Helens over here. And it got hot as sin there in the summertime. And we were at elevation. So you need to be, it's more coastal unless you're sitting on top of a volcano and you're in the glacier. So it's more coastal that you want to be if you want the cool weather.
Well, welcome aboard, Phil. We're glad to have you. He says, hey, Tex, new to your chat. This is actually not my chat. This is Monica's show, but welcome anyway.
Yeah,
welcome. Working for a while. I'm from PRT crowd.
Well, also,
welcome, Mr. Paratrooper. Welcome, Mr. Paratrooper. I love me some Josh. Josh is he's funny. He's
the information that man stores in his head.
Oh, right.
I feel like, how do you do that?
I would overload, but I will tell you this, and I pick on him all the time. I pick every time I see him. Every time I see him, I pick at him because he's a big dude. Okay. He's a big dude. He's like 6'3", over 300 pounds. He's a big dude. Okay. My little short 5'11", almost 6 foot ass, but I call him my little brother because he is, right? So I pick at him like he's a little brother. And ain't many people can do that, but I can. But Josh, I'll tell you, you're going to hear a lot of shit about Josh. But I'll tell you one thing, I don't give a shit what you hear. He's been good to me. He's always been good to me.
He has a good heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe like when people call him, people call him all kinds of names, evil and all this BS.
I got called one of his SS so freaking break.
You can't have the love of animals that man has and be an evil person. You can't.
Absolutely. You can't. Honestly, you can't have the love for people that he has.
Yeah, just people in general, but animals also. Like he.
Oh yeah, he loves him some animals.
He loves animals, and I've seen him do kind things for people he does not know. He's done it in front of me. And he's not asking for recognition for that. No. He's not asking for praise. And that's a good person. Like the person who does something good for another human being, but then wants everybody to know that they're doing something good for that's bullshit. Yeah, that's fronting. You're fronting.
Yeah, the thing about Josh will give you the shirt off his back and never mention it.
Yeah.
That is the difference. And these haters can hate all they want. They can hate on me too because they do. You know what? Kiss my ass.
I don't care what they say about me.
I don't care. Because I've got going on 7,000 freaking people that think Tex is tolerable.
I don't even have 1,000, but I'm not trying very hard either, let's be fair.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow night, did I say this already?
That Marilyn is going to be your co-host.
Marilyn's going to be co-host with me. She might be on with us Tuesday night.
Okay.
She might be on there with us Tuesday night. She doesn't know yet. But
yeah. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up tonight because we've been on for an hour, 23 minutes. I didn't really have a top. The topic that I had wanted to talk about with Breezy last week or this past Thursday, and then he called me up and told me he was having some medical issues. I really can't just. Yeah, I love me some Breezy. He's sweet. Like if he considers you a friend, your family, and he'll give you
absolutely
back.
He loves you to know him. He loves you. He honest to God loves you.
Yeah. So what we were going to talk about on this past Thursday show was I was going to talk about my book. I was going to throw out some book recommendations, and he was going to throw down some underrated 80s B movies that probably not a lot of people have heard of because he loves him some 80s movies. But I couldn't just throw that at poor Tex. Like, you need to come up with some obscure B80 movies. Dude.
Do you know what I've been binge watching lately?
What?
Over the past week or so? The Munsters.
That's pre-80s, but yeah, okay.
Well, I know. I'm pre-80s, damn it.
So am I technically, but
but
see, I can't get into the MeTV stuff. Chris watches that every night.
Okay, here you go. If you want a B movie that not a lot of people have seen, Attack of the Killer Shrews. Yeah,
that was filmed out at White Rock Lake.
Yeah.
Yep, and part of it was filmed up here in Texoma.
Yeah.
It was filmed at.
Do you know what? Everybody's heard of this one. And it's not. I don't consider it a B movie. I guess it is, but it's really famous. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I went to a shadow screening of it.
Did you?
Yeah, and then they came up the aisle and were picking on me.
Yeah.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
At the first of the film, I'm gonna see how good you are. See what you remember. What city are they in? What town are they?
Texas.
Denton, Texas. No shit. Yep. They were gonna film the damn thing in Denton, Texas, but they
had a hard time finding a castle.
Well, they wouldn't let them.
Oh, that's figures.
And so they moved it to the UK.
So Scream, the movie Scream,
yeah,
was filmed around Santa Rosa, and they wanted to use Santa Rosa High School, right, as the backdrop for the high school in the movie, because like Peggy Sue got married. Like there's a ton of stuff is filmed in Santa Rosa in Sonoma County, and the film board wouldn't let them film at the high school. Like the scenes where they're in the video store, right?
Yeah.
The video store. That was the one that I went to like all the time. That's where I'd go after school and rent videos. Yeah.
That's cool.
And so they went up to Healdsburg and they filmed around Healdsburg because Santa Rosa wouldn't let them like film at the high school and at the square. Because we've got it. I mean, Santa Rosa's got a really cool kind of downtown square. Right. And I don't know why the city were being assholes because they let everybody else film, but this film they wouldn't. So they went up and filmed in Healdsburg. And if you look at the end of the credits, it'll say absolutely no thank you to like the Santa Rosa Film Commission or something.
That's funny. Absolutely no thank you.
But the like Sydney's house up in the hills, that was up in Montecito. I think it was in the Montecito neighborhood. And then the house where they're having the party at the end of the movie, that's out I think outside of Petaluma, out towards like I don't know if it's Petaluma, South Petaluma. I'm not sure. The house went up for sale not too long ago.
One thing I always thought was really cool was Breezy lives like right down the road from the Chainsaw Massacre house.
Right. Yeah. The gas station.
Yeah, the gas station. Absolutely. And I have yet to make it down there, and I've been down there numerous times. My son lives in Austin, and I need to get out there next time I'm over there. But me and you were talking about this whole lore and legend thing from different states and everything.
Right.
Me and you were talking about doing a live in some place.
I know.
Do a live at some place.
I think it's somewhere here in Texas that has got heavy lore.
Yes.
With aliens.
Yes.
So we need to do that because the weather's cooling off. It is shockingly mild outside right now, like shockingly mild.
Yes.
So
you should come over and help me build my new studio.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm right on it.
That's what Randy said.
We'll have to get out there because I've been there before. Tex hasn't been there before.
Nope, never been there.
It's very interesting. It's interesting, and we can recount the whole backdrop of this.
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
And at some point, you also need to make a trip out to Greer Island, Goatman Island, out at Lake.
Yeah, I've been there too.
I've been there countless times.
I'm kind of indifferent about that. I don't know what to think about the Goatman.
I think it was a Sasquatch.
The lady that wrote the book, I forget her name.
I've got one of the original prints.
Yeah, we do.
Check this out, with handwritten notes on a different piece of paper that's in the damn book.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we went to her house and hung out with her. It wasn't long before she passed away. I remember that. Yeah. She had like a full size image of this thing in her living room against the wall that you could take a picture with. It was kind of in an entryway, you'd come through an entryway and it was on the wall right here.
Well, Jason spoke at the last conference they had down here at Lake Worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and it was right before Lyle's birthday.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they were out there doing that, and then Al went back to Lyle's house. Yeah.
But Jason was one of the speakers, and but yeah, that's cool. There's a book about the Goatman. I'm out of the loop. Oh yeah, there is.
It's
Good luck
pretty
finding
old
it.
one.
Yeah, it's old. Good luck finding it. In fact, mine's laying around here somewhere. It's actually belongs to my mother-in-law.
Mm.
She's the one that got it. I mean, and my mother-in-law is 87 years old, folks. She got one of the original freaking prints.
That's cool.
And it's got notes from the author on a separate piece of paper that's stuck in the book.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's freaking awesome. But I mean, hell, this shit, okay, now there's got to be something to people being drawn or the subject being drawn to the subject or the subject being drawn to the people. I don't know what it is, but riddle me this, Batman. Okay, I grew up, my family's from Texarkana. My uncle owned land in Falk, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I grew up hearing stories about that crap long before the freaking movie ever came.
Sure.
Okay. I knew there was something roaming around, right? And then I marry in to this family, and she's got one of the original prints of the Goatman book. What? So, I'm telling you.
It's the fine, it's the universe converging.
Serendipity? What do you call that? You know?
That's a universe.
And here I get into the Bigfoot thing, and I mean, you know.
I met my husband at a Bigfoot conference. What's the likelihood of marrying somebody you meet at a Bigfoot conference? Let's be real.
I know.
Take that back. It was a meeting.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know two couples that have met in, you know, no three. I know three that this community has brought community. This subject they met because of it and have went on to get married.
That's cool.
So, yeah. And that's you and I just went blank. Too much of this. Anyway, you want to wrap it up? We've been doing an hour and a half.
Yeah. We can rehash it at the next one.
See, I didn't let you down, Boozy. See? I made her put up with me while I'm drinking too. So
it's all good. It's all good. But that'll wrap it up for tonight, y'all. We'll catch y'all. Remember, we're moving from Thursdays to Sundays. This isn't just a weird little coincidence. This is our new night. Same time, new night. And next time we're going to be coming at you with folklore and legends and ghost stories and creatures out of the state of Oregon. So until next time, from me and Tex, y'all have a good night.
This is the future. Evolution.
The Crossing Realms Conference launches September 19th and 20th and will dock in Richmond, Missouri. This is already being called the event of the year, folks. With an unprecedented list of speakers and special guests, 2 days of cryptids, UFOs, and paranormal presentations, along with a celebrity-filled ghost hunt, meet and greet, gallery reading, vendors, and a film screening. This promises to be both educational and fun. Go to Eventbrite.com to secure your tickets and vendor slots before they are all abducted. They're going fast.